Welcome to another Bukkit teacher tutorial. This time I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the advanced setup of bPermissions. So I'm going to show you world mirroring, how to add your prefixes to in-game by using bChat Manager, and I'm going to show you how to set up users, and I'm going to show you how to set up the web GUI with your bPermissions. So to start off, I'm going to show you how to add users to your permissions file. So go ahead and open your Minecraft server folder and head to your plugins folder, and then double click the bPermissions folder and open your world folder or your world config file. Alright, so now I've left it all the same since the last time we edited this. So let's press space, users, add users to the very bottom of your permissions file, and now we can add users to our permissions file. So to do this, you space over a couple times and add the user you want to add. So Apache Killer, and then you space again, backspace, and you space over about 4 times, I think. Yep. And you add permissions, and now you add groups, and now you can add what groups you want them to have. So I'm going to set myself as a moderator, and you can also add more than one group to a person, so you can have them have guest as well, which is not very useful since we have the inheritance. So they're going to get the guest permissions as well, since moderator inherits guests. So there's no reason to add guests down there. You can also add specific permissions just to that person, like you can give them Bukkit, command, time, so they can set time. So you can continue adding permissions just for them. I usually leave that blank. You can go ahead and configure that as you'd like. Also, you don't have to go ahead. You don't have to type all these in for every single person. You can use a command in game, and you can do this, and it'll automatically add it to the permissions file. So that's an easy way as well. It's just what you prefer. You can either add them through the config file, or you can add them through the Minecraft game, whatever you prefer. So now go ahead and save that, and we're going to exit out and head over to the config file again. And now I'm going to show you how to, before we do that, I'm going to minimize this. As you can see, we have 3 world files. That means, so each world has a different permissions for each world. As you can see, this one's blank. So that means the nether world won't have the same permissions as your normal world. But if you want them to have the same permissions and you don't want to type out everything else again, you use world mirroring, which I'm going to show you right now. So open your config file, and at the very bottom, go ahead and press enter and space back and type mirrors, M-I-R-O-R-S, and then colon. And now you space over a couple times, and now you add your world. So first, the world you want to have mirrored, you type first. So world nether. And now you want to type the world to mirror from. So world. Now what this will do, it will take, so world nether will take everything that's in the world file and copy it to the world nether file, so you don't have to retype everything. And you can go ahead and add world the end world. So now the world the end will copy the world file as well. So that's an easy way. Instead of typing everything out, just do that. If you want separate permissions, you can go ahead. You're gonna have to type everything else out. Now that we've covered world mirroring and users, we're gonna head on over to chat manager. So if you remember in the last tutorial, we added prefixes and suffixes to our ranks using permission nodes. bPermissions does not automatically add those prefixes and suffixes to the end game. So if you start your server up and open it and join your server, you'll see that you have no rank by your name. The way to get ranks by your name is there's several plugins out there that will do it, but the one I'm going to show you is called bChat Manager. 1.2 is the version I'm using. I don't think it's been updated to Minecraft 1.0, but I do know this. I know 1.2 does work with 1.0. You can go ahead and download this on the Bukkit website. Also, there's many other ones to choose from. If you don't like this one, there's mChat, iChat, Hero Chat. There's a lot of them out there. So let's go ahead and drag bChat Manager over to our plugins folder and start our server. Alright, now that it's done, you can go ahead and exit out of your server, open your plugins folder, and you'll see you have a new folder up at the top that says bChat Manager. Go ahead and click on that, and you'll see we have a new config file. Let's take a look at that. If you used permission X before, it looks very similar to the chat manager it comes with. A couple different features in this one. So you can have a chat range, which means if you enable chat range mode down here, this chat range will only take effect if you set this to true range mode. What chat range does is you can only hear the people around you within 100 block radius. So you can change that to your liking, and if you don't want it, you can just leave this as false, and it will not affect your server. Display name format, keep that the same as player. Message format, this is what it'll look like when somebody types something. So they'll put the prefix first, and then a space, and then the player name, colon, and then the message. And you can add colors to this. Right now the message is white. You can change to yellow, etc. You can find the color codes at minecraftwiki.net and just search color codes in the right hand corner, and it comes up with about 10 different colors, I think. And I think it goes 1 through 9, and then A through E or something, A through F. So you can customize as you like. Control me, what that does is, do you want bChat Manager to control the /me command? If you have essentials, I would turn this off. So do what you like with that. Range mode, we've already talked about that. Alert is a feature in chat manager which allows you to make alerts. Like, I think it's /alert, and then you type your message. So it's mainly for moderators and admins that want to alert players, and you can change that to your liking. Me format, so when somebody uses the me command, what will it look like? Right now it'll just show the player name and then the message, and you can customize that as you like. So we're going to save that and close out of that. So we have showed you how to use world mirroring, chat manager, and users. Last thing I'm going to show you how to use the web GUI, which is a easier way to configure permissions through a web browser. So go ahead and I'm using the latest version of web GUI. It has been updated for a while, but it does work with 1.0. Also, it's not fully compatible with It's not fully compatible with the latest version of bPermissions, which I'm using 2.1.4 beta. It doesn't have the inheritance abilities, stuff like that. So go ahead and drag the WebGUI jar into your plugins file, and let's start our server again. Let it create the files for us. Alright, now that's done, we can close our server, stop our server, head on over to the plugins folder, and you'll see you have a couple new folders, a few folders actually. One we're going to worry about is the bPermissions WebGUI. So double click that and you'll see a config file. It's not very big at all. Alright, so the whitelist IP is who can access the WebGUI. So you put like the IPs of people's computers that you want to allow to be able to use the WebGUI. So I'm just going to use the local host right now. You can get rid of that one. Save. Now you can exit your config file. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to do this and open it up. Alright. So you type in your IP, localhost. As you can see, I already have mine in there. And the port it binds to is 4545. So you type in your IP and then colon 4545. And it'll take you to the WebGUI. And for some reason, oh, I have to have the server started. Just a second. Alright, now I got it up. As you can see, I got the localhost and 4545 at the top. And now you'll see your worlds folder. And then it has all the worlds. Let me minimize these for you. Alright, so now you got your 3 worlds. And you can edit them individually. So let's click on world. And then you'll see groups folder and a players folder, so which whenever you want to edit. So we're going to look at the groups folder, and you'll see guest, and then you'll see the permissions in here. So you can just simply add a new permission very easily, like type in bukkit.command.time, and it'll add it automatically to your permissions file. And then you click save down here at the bottom, and it'll save it and messed everything up. Alright, so let's take a look at the players. Then you can see the groups as well. So you can add another group like guest or admin, and it'll add all those groups to that player. And to create a new player, you just click add new, and you create a new player. Instead of adding a player, we're going to add a new group. So you do the same thing, just click on groups and add a new group and make it a builder. Oh, and now you just add permissions. So bukkit.command. And as you can see, we have 4 groups now, and that's how easy it is. The only problem, like I said before earlier, you can't add inheritance to these groups, so you're gonna have to go in through the config files and add those manually, because you cannot do them from the web browser. So that's about it for the advanced bPermissions tutorial. I hope this helped, and go ahead and try it out. Thanks for watching.